Hi everybody, Lawrence here, and today I wanted to briefly show you how to set up your page in a Word document using MLA format. I will be providing you with templates in both the 1301 and 1302 classes, so you don't have to set this up yourself, but because a lot of you like to do this sort of thing on your own, or would just like to practice so you can use it in other courses, I wanted to show you how to do it. The first thing that we're going to do is insert a running header. And so you're going to click Insert, Header. You can choose the first one, blank. And then on the left-hand side, third icon, you're going to choose Page Number. We want it at the top of the page, which is the first choice. And again, you can just choose the first one, plain number. And you can see it puts the number 1. Your cursor is before the number, so type your last name in a space before the number. Then put your cursor to the left of your last name, click Home, and we're going to go above the word paragraph to the third choice and align this to the right. Now you have a running header with your last name and the page number. Double click anywhere outside of the header and you'll be in the document itself. Now we want to add the document header. And so the first thing we want here is your first and last name. Next, we want my name. Next, we want the course. If you're in my 1301, it's 1301-592. If you're in my 1302, it's 148. And then we want today's date, and today is the 20th of October, 2021. And we'll use that format just because that's what MLA asks us to use in other cases as well. Next, we want to put the title of the document. I hope you have something more clever than that. And then you'll start typing your first paragraph here. I'm going to type a little bit more. That's enough. Now, you'll notice that the particular font that we're using here is called Calibri, and it's an 11-pitch font. For MLA, we generally want to use Times New Roman 12. So we'll go up here towards the right-hand side of the toolbar and select all. The reason we want to go this way instead of just highlighting it with the cursor is it will also change the running header. So we've selected all. Let's change Calibri to Times New Roman and change it from 11 to 12. That looks better. Now we do want it to be double spaced, which is what you're seeing here in the paragraph, and that's good. However, there's this extra white space in between each item, and that's not needed according to MLA. So again, we'll highlight everything either way, and then we'll click the little call out arrow there at the bottom underneath the word paragraph. And here's what many of you will find is that your default setting shows that the space after each line is at 8 point. We're going to change that to 0. And you can either use the little down arrow or you can just do it manually by typing in the 0. We're set for double spacing. That's correct. And we have the alignment on the left, and that's correct as well. So we'll hit OK. And that makes it much more evenly spaced, which is what we want. Next, we're going to highlight just the title, and the title gets centered. So above paragraph, we're going to use center. Good. Now, we don't want to do this next step when everything is highlighted, or it will mess up the indentation of both the title and the running header. But once you've typed your paragraphs, go ahead and select all of your paragraphs. And then again, we're going to click paragraph, and we're going to tell it under special to indent the first line by 1/2 inch. Again, paragraphs are indented by the first line by 1/2 inch. If you hit OK, you see how nicely it lays that out. So I noticed that it didn't catch my header font, so I'm just going to change that. It's not a big deal. I don't care if your font is different on your header. I really don't. But just to make it pretty and MLA-ish, we'll do that. And there we go. And that's just a perfectly formatted MLA format essay or assignment using Word for Windows.